Hello everybody, how are you doing? Welcome back to Man City Unplugged, your very own Man City fan channel. It's it's the Carabao Cup game. I mean, if you're in India, it's one of those early morning games. I would say 1:45 a.m. in the morning. Now that the daylight savings and everything is kicked in Europe, it's going to be a bloody tough game. Spurs have played a very good attack. I mean, Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson is playing, Pepe Matassar is playing. I mean, their attack looks very good to be honest. I mean, and Pep Guardiola is gone with it. City's defense is very experienced, so there are no excuses in there. He's taken a few chances in the attack. James McAtee, Nico O'Reilly. Look at Timo Werner twisting and falling. Timo Werner is on the ground, but there's no complaints from him. And Savinho with the ball, and that's a foul on Savinho there. Ilkay Gundogan with Dejan Kulusevski, and that's a clean tackle on the ball. Well done with that from Ilkay Gundogan. The only thing for me is I would like to see who will hold the midfield. Will it be Gundogan or will it be Nico O'Reilly? That is something which will be very interesting if you ask me. Nathan Ake, Rico Lewis. I know Rico Lewis will invert and it will be a double pivot protection for Nico O'Reilly. But Nico O'Reilly is That's a great switch from Rico Lewis. What a switch and what a take from Matthews Nunes. In a way, it reminded you of Riyad Mahrez, the way Matthews Nunes took that ball down. Nathan Ake, City are already looking in first gear. This is superb from City. Whatever might be the outcome of this game, just let us just enjoy it, to be honest. John Stones and Manuel Akanji starting. The defense is very strong. Rico Lewis, John Stones, Manuel Akanji. Look at how John Stones is surviving the press of Ian Kulisevsky like it's absolutely nothing. And Phil Foden with the false nine. It's a false nine, so they'll exchange. It's not that it's just Phil Foden. Matthews Nunes does absolutely very well to keep the ball in. Nathan Ake, John Stones with a great switch. Savinho. I just thought Savinho may be on his left foot, but there was no shooting chance there. Rico Lewis. Gundogan has to switch it to Nunez. James McAtee. Matthews Nunez. The ball is just behind Savinho there. That was an excellent piece of play. The pace of this game is just something else. Nathan Ake has to get there comfortably there ahead of Brennan Johnson, I think. But again, the pace of City's play is just superb. It just fell behind Nico O'Reilly. I mean, false nine, they're just exchanging left, right, and center, to be honest. One moment Foden plays there, one moment Nico O'Reilly, one moment James McAtee. Wow. I mean, without Haaland, they said, how can you survive? Who will be your striker? That's what Pep does not prefer like to like things. He just changes it up. And look at how fluid City are looking. Spurs have literally come with their first team, to be honest. Who are the youngsters that Spurs are playing? No one, to be honest. Spurs are not playing any youngsters, and we have gone with a couple of youngsters, two or three youngsters, and still we are making Spurs look like a bunch of kindergarten kids. That's what we're making Spurs look like. What a fantastic start! I haven't seen City being so fluid in quite a while now. Now I would say, wow. I mean, I'm mesmerized by the way we're just exchanging, and I think there's a problem on the far side. Rico Lewis needs to. Ah, Timo Werner scores of all people. Timo Werner scores of all people. Thought Rico Lewis there had to get back. Timo Werner of all people scores. To be honest, Timo Werner of all people scores. Ah, he was out wide. Enrico Lewis was actually narrow. Ah, look at the finish by Timo Werner as well. Bullet finish. Cannot do anything with that. Cannot absolutely do anything with that. Maybe Rico Lewis could have put in a better tackle, but yeah, just cannot do anything with that. Spurs are anyway disappointed with the defeat to Crystal Palace over the weekend, and they should be. Spurs have been awful this season. Look at them celebrate like a bunch of idiots against kids, to be honest. I think it's a yellow for Timo Werner for sure. That's an absolutely high foot. That's a very high foot by Rodrigo Bentancur. Referee has not given him anything, but it's still early days, and it's just the Carabao Cup, so we take the result that we get. That's all I would say. Spurs are just coming here with heavy tackles. What the hell? It's just a bloody Carabao Cup game, and we know Spurs ain't gonna win a trophy this season. It's not possible. I think Spurs just don't have any shame that they're playing on the counter attack against a bunch of kids. Just can't understand. This is the mentality why Spurs will never win any trophies. Foden can't keep hold of the ball from Ikai Gundogan. Nunez does well to keep the ball. Gundogan, Nathan Ake, Matthews Nunez rotates the ball. Spurs will give you chances. There will be chances. It's just that we need to take them. That's all. We need to be patient. There will be chances. City have played some beautiful football here. Even though we are a goal down, doesn't matter. We have played some exceptionally beautiful football here. That's a foul on Savinho there. How many fouls before the Spurs players get booked? The pace of the game is good, but City have started it brilliantly. Even though Spurs are a goal up, loose touch from Rico Lewis. That is very well done, John Stones by John Stones. That is exceptional from John Stones. Savinho has to beat his man one on one, and another counter attack from Spurs. To be honest, I thought Akanji was starting, but no, it's Ruben Diaz. I might have just misread that, but Phil Foden they're coming back and tracking back. Savinho seeing a lot of ball, to be honest. It's Mickey Van der Veen, so I think with Mickey Van der Veen you need to trick him. You just can't beat him on pace. Nathan Ake. That is the, the weight of the ball was just too much. Nathan Ake is done. Mickey Van der Veen's hamstring is gone. That's what happens when you put that much effort in a bloody cup game. I think Mickey Van der Veen's hamstring is done. Never good to see a player injured, but I just think he put a lot of effort which is not needed, especially in a cup game like a Carabao Cup game. That's not even a Champions League game. Mickey Van der Veen's hamstring is gone. Oh, is it? Or maybe it's a knee problem, but I think he's touching his hamstring. So exactly don't know what happened there. I think Pep and City should be happy with the start. We have done well, to be honest. We have done exceptionally well. Yes, we conceded on that one counter attack, but in a way we have done well. A fluid style of play, how we have progressed the ball from back to front. Everything's been exceptional. Everything's been really, really good. It's just that the final pass, I think once we can get that final pass, I think it will just be a different game altogether. I think Mickey Van der Veen is okay to continue, but the false nine has been mesmeric. The false nine has been really, really good. It's actually sad to see a player go off injured. To be honest, it's never good to see a player go off injured. To be honest, Mickey Van der Veen is a fine defender. Just thought he put in a little bit extra effort, which is not needed, especially in a Carabao Cup game. And I don't understand why Anhe Postecoglou is actually starting Mickey Van der Veen in a Carabao Cup game. It's all on the manager more than anything else. Especially a rapid player like Mickey Van der Veen shouldn't be starting the cup game, to be honest. Stefan Ortega with the catching the ball. I mean, Spurs are just looking at one thing, long ball and runners of the ball. That's all. Nothing else. Probably that's how we play against false nine. That's how we play against the highlight. Gundogan sold someone down the river, and Stefan Ortega obliges and saves it. But Gundogan's literally sold John Stones down the river there, or Rico Lewis rather down the river there. Nico O'Reilly does well. Spurs throw in. Look at Gundogan there, square pass, and is literally sold John Stones down the river. City need to conserve energy. There's a match again on Saturday against Bournemouth. Spurs will give you chances. You just need to be patient. That's all. Ruben Diaz, Nathan Ake. That was a risky pass, square pass. Ah! Ball doesn't reach Savinho. Udoki intercepts and it's a 2v1. Savinho has to rush back to help Warner out. But I think Udoki is offside. Savinho is not coming back as much as it does in a Premier League game, to be honest, to help Rico Lewis out. I don't know if that's an instruction from Pep to conserve energy or something, but yeah. Rico Lewis, there's a switch on, but the switch was risky, to be honest. John Stones, Ruben Diaz, Spurs are just pressing so tenaciously. Second ball, pick up the second ball. So Gundogan's the one who's holding. Actually, Nico Riley and James McAtee are rotating with Phil Foden in that false nine position, to be honest. So it's Gundogan who's holding. I thought Nico Riley might be given a chance to hold, but well played by Stefan Ortega. Rico Lewis, Nathan Ake, Ikai Gundogan. Just we need to be patient, guys. That's all. We need to be patient. James McAtee. What a almost a great ball by James McAtee into Phil Foden. That is very well tried, I would say. Well done by James McAtee. The attempt in itself was so much courageous. To be honest. Spurs are drawing us into the press and then they'll hit a long ball over the top. We need to be absolutely careful with that. Look at it. Need to be very careful with that. The positioning of John Stones has just been so good. It's just been so excellent, to be honest. It's a free kick to Spurs, but Nico O'Reilly is down. I just don't understand how the referee has given a free kick to Spurs. Spurs players are kicking people about a lot today, to be honest. That's a free kick to City. There's no way it's a free kick to Spurs. Look at it. There's no way it's a free kick to Spurs. I don't know what the referee is doing there. Let's actually look at the scores from the other matches as well. Wow. United Leicester is 4-2. I think United were leading 2-0, then Leicester made it 2-1, and then yeah, it's 4-2. And Brighton Liverpool is Liverpool 1, Brighton nil. Preston 2, sorry, Arsenal 2, Preston nil. That was expected, that scoreline, to be honest. Newcastle 2, Chelsea nil is something which we didn't expect. Another ball over the top. I think Rico Lewis should be absolutely careful here. We cannot concede the second goal. That's the game. The game is in the second goal, to be honest. Just cannot concede the second goal. It's a corner for Spurs. Don't say Spurs are good on the corners or something, but it's a corner for Spurs. We cannot concede the second goal, guys. There's no way we concede the second goal. That off a corner. Spurs thought they outsmarted City, but that was such a bad kick from Kulusevski. That's very well done, Nathanake. There's a ball onto Matthews Nunez, and Nathanake finds Matthews Nunez. They replace that ball. Nathanake is free. They've kind of tried to double up on Nunez, and Nathanake goes. And the referee gives a bloody goal kick, I think. That's a great run from Nathanake there. Spurs are just looking to hit us on the break. Since Spurs have scored that goal, the a little bit of a concerning thing is we have not been able to create chances. So, so that's something because before the Spurs goal, we were creating chances left, right, and center, especially in the first 10 minutes part. John Stones, Nathan Ake, John Stones, Stefan Ortega. That is good work from Stefan Ortega under pressure. He almost found the precise ball, but Dragusin does well to clear it, and City have a throw in. I think they're heavily targeting the side of Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis is inverting to give Gundogan and Nico O'Reilly the protection, and Spurs are hitting those diagonal balls. I mean, Spurs are having Timo Werner stay extremely wide and not follow Rico Lewis into midfield, and Spurs are hitting those diagonal balls. But we have to make the numerical advantage count, to be honest. Whenever Rico Lewis is into the midfield and Timo Werner doesn't follow him, I think we've not been able to do that. It's been kind of a problem, to be honest. Ah, before he just kind of misread that. That is well done by Ruben Diaz. This is Ruben Diaz. That is absolute best. Ruben Diaz is returning to playing his absolute best football, which is a positive for us. This is an absolute positive for us. And Spurs score again. It's 2-0. Pepe Matesar scores from distance. Pepe Matesar scores from distance. Stefan Ortega can't believe it. It's a corner routine which Spurs were kind of practicing, but I think we were just too static to be. I mean, that's a fantastic strike. Just cannot do anything with that. That is a superb strike. Right into the bottom corner. You just cannot do anything with that. You absolutely cannot do anything with that. That is well blocked, and Stefanotica collects it. We'll try as much as we can, honestly, and then we'll see. It's not the end of the world if you're like out of the Carabao Cup or something. It's definitely not the end of the world. In fact, you get a week's extra rest or something like that. So it's totally fine. I think if we can get one goal back, if we can get one goal back before half time, then the game's on. Maybe, I don't know if we'll bring Haaland on, I don't know. It's not worth the risk if you ask me, bringing Haaland on and stuff. This is not a Champions League quarter final or something that you could escape. Rico Lewis does well. I think there's Savinho available out wide. Nico O'Reilly is there. I think Rico Lewis needs to try and find Savinho. He doesn't. He takes a lot of time on the ball. There's nothing available for him. Phil Foden does well in the central midfield position. John Stones goes out wide to Matthews Nunez. Matthews Nunez does extremely well. That's well defended by Spurs. Nathan Ake. That's a throw in for City. City are increasing the pressure, to be honest. Ah, the idea was right, but the ball wasn't great. Savinho knows it. The idea was right, just that the ball wasn't great, to be honest. Bernardo Silva, Haaland, Kovacic, James McAtee, Rico Lewis, Nico O'Reilly. I don't know what the hell is Savinho thinking. Savinho has to be there for that pass, not the mistake of Nico O'Reilly, it's the mistake of Savinho. Ikai Gundogan. Gundogan just seems to me like he's getting on to speed, to be honest. Matthews Nunez. That's a foul on Matthews Nunez and it's a free kick for City. Vernon Johnson kind of looks like Dele Ali from an angle, to be honest. It's a free kick. Can City make something on it, of it? 30 minutes gone, half an hour gone. If we can get a goal here of this free kick somehow, it will be fantastic. Nothing like it. That will just dent Spurs' confidence. One goal and anything's possible. Can we get a goal? Individual brilliance or something? Something. The idea was right. It's just over. I mean, it was very ambitious from Gundogan to try to hit that free kick directly from there. To be honest, that is very well done by Ikai Gundogan and John Stones. John Stones has looked. I mean, both Diaz and Stones have looked imperious. Ah, Ake has looked good as well. Yes, the goals have. One goal has come from the side of Rico Lewis, and the other was from a set piece. I mean, Pepe Matasar's goal. I do not think you can do anything with that. Just a wonderful set piece. That's all. Diaz and I mean, our entire defense and Gundogan as well in that defensive midfield role has looked very good. Matthews Nunez does very well there, and it's a free kick to City. How many times before Pepe Matasar gets a yellow card? Savinho does well. Phil Foden, Rico Riley, John Stones. McAtee hasn't got much chances to show what he is. I hope he gets chances in the game. McAtee and Foden both are playing in the pockets, which they like, to be honest. James McAtee there, and that's a throw in for City. You just need to keep going at it, that's all. And then we'll see what the result will be, to be honest. Phil Foden almost was set to shoot. I think we need a Phil Foden special, to be honest. Well played, but I think we need a Phil Foden rocket special from outside the box to come back into this game. That's how it is looking at the moment. I mean, I think for this game, one player is, I mean, I would say which we are missing is Kyle Walker. Just put Kyle Walker in place of Rico Lewis, and especially for this sort of a game, and I think you at least do not have that one goal. So you can see James McAtee does extremely well there. Matthews Nunez, Nico O'Reilly, Phil Foden, and it's a free kick for City. I don't know what Kulusevski was trying to do there. What a bunch of pricks these Spurs players are. Clear foul, and the referee is not even giving a single foul, a single yellow card, to be honest. There's a bit of confusion between Foden and Rico Lewis, but Rico Lewis does extremely well there to cut that off. Nico Riley does well. James McAtee, he has Matthews Nunes ahead of him. Roughly 10 minutes to go with added time. To the end of this half, we need to get a goal back, to be honest. Matthews Nunes with the acceleration of pace. Ah! That was almost the chance. That was almost the chance. What an acceleration of pace there by Matthews Nunes. That was just superb there from Matthews Nunes. I didn't know he had that in him, to be honest. Almost there. It's offside. Spurs player is offside, and the chance. I think we need to make more of chances like that. If we can get one back and convince, we can get another back as well. What a ball that is! What a run by Nico O'Reilly. Savinho. Savinho needs to do more of this. And he's bloody almost given a counter attack. Timo Werner. He has to chase back. And Timo Werner being Timo Werner plays a shit ball. I don't know how he scored so many goals in the Bundesliga, to be honest. Timo Werner. That's a very good ball. Nathan Ake, Matthews Nunes. Ah, Ikai Gundogan, Rico Lewis. Great ball to Savinho. Savinho has to cut inside and strike it. Ah, couldn't curl it in. The idea was right. Savinho just couldn't curl it in. Rico Lewis. This will be an almighty comeback if it happens. But what I know is we will give it a try. The ball's just not falling for Phil Foden today or Ikai Gundogan. The ball's just not falling for City's attackers today. Savinho can score his first goal today. That is well done by James McAtee. Rico Lewis, John Stones, actually Ruben Diaz, Matthews Nunes. Let's see how it's going in the other games, to be honest. 5 more minutes to go, and Liverpool 2-0 up. There no change in the scores as well. Ikai Gundogan, James McAtee, Nico Riley, Matheus Nunes. Ball's just not falling today for City's attackers. Ruben Diaz does extremely well there. What a ball from John Stones. Play him as a DM Pep. Ikai Gundogan. There's no space for City's attackers to strike. We need to get a goal, guys, before half time. That was a chance, but the skill was so difficult. I'll just excuse Phil Foden on this. That skill. If he had scored that, that would have been the goal of the century. I mean, I would say. That was such a tough skill to execute, and he wasn't far off, to be honest. Foden knows it. He wasn't far off. That's not a foul. Haaland, Bernardo Silva, Guardiola, Kanji, everyone rested. Rico Lewis does extremely well. Is this the chance? Is this the chance? James McAtee. That's a foul on James McAtee, and Spurs players are telling, whoa, where is the foul? Cristian Romero, can you just F off, you idiot? Hitting own goals against bloody Arsenal. That was a clear foul, and Cristian Romero is telling, where is the foul? What an absolute badass Cristian Romero. This is a distance from which City can score. I think City can score this. And what a goal it will be if we can score this right before half time. 1 minute to go to half time, and it will just be fantastic if we can score this. It's a fantastic area to get a free kick. I think the left foot of Phil Foden should be the one who should go. Just go for it, no hitting under the wall and all of that. For a moment I thought it went in. That wasn't far away, Phil. That wasn't far away, Phil. Plus 4 minutes of added time. I didn't expect this. This is interesting. Savinho does extremely well. And what a ball that is from Savinho. That is a fantastic ball. That is the ball from dreams. To be honest, what a ball that was from Savinho to find Matthews Nunez. This guy is special, guys. This guy is absolutely special. What a ball that was. It's a free kick to City. Big Ange is standing there, and I feel pity for him as thinking maybe he'll win this cup, but no chance for Big Ange. Absolutely no chance for Big Ange. I don't know how he can control the ball if the ball's given with such speed. The second half will be interesting. Nathan Ake, they're defending so deep. Rico Lewis, 1.5 minutes to go, so there is time for one more attack. Can we score that goal? Nathan Ake, Ilkay Gundogan. That should be that probably. Let's clear it. We have tried. It's just that probably I think one more chance. I think yes, we can create one more chance. Savinho with the ball. And Nunez scores! Woo! Matthews Nunez scores! That is what we were looking for. Matthews Nunez scores. It's 2-1. What a cross from Savinho. It's the first time in the match he's gone on the outside. And what a cross from Savinho that is. And what a goal from Matthews Nunez. Nunez scores. What a goal that is. And it wasn't easy. The finish wasn't easy, to be honest. The finish wasn't easy. The ball was wobbling. The ball was definitely wobbling in front of him. And the referee blows the whistle. 2-1. What a goal that is. That to right at the stroke of half time. Wow. What a goal that is. That is a big goal in the context of this time, the context of this game. What a goal that is from Matthews Nunez. That was an extremely special goal. And the cross was special. And wow, Matthews Nunez is just running on a purple patch of form, if you ask me. Wow. I think every match is played since the last 2, 3 matches, since that Wolves game where he came on in the last and helped us, win the ball back. I think he's just contributed a goal or an assist in every game. Wow. Wow, Matthews Nunez has just been fantastic. I mean, no one would have even expected Matthews Nunez to have so many goals and assists in him, to be honest. Let's see the scores from the other matches. Rupesh is here. Rupesh says, hello, hey, buddy, how are you doing? Which team do you follow, buddy? Do you follow City or do you follow any other team? Rupesh says City, of course. Wow, wow, that is fantastic. And what do you think? What do you think of the game? What do you think of the performance? I mean, and what do you think of Matthews Nunez? To be honest, I mean, City had 70.2% possession, 86% aerial duels, won six tackles. I mean, 70% possession with literally playing kids in the midfield, literally having McAtee and O'Reilly and a Gundogan who's well off color, literally having these three players in the midfield and having 70% possession. Spurs are just a bunch of knobheads, that's all. 70% possession with a bunch of kids in midfield, that is just superb. And City have had seven shots to one shot on target, and I mean the attacking stats are completely in favor of City. That too with kids in midfield. Rupesh says, watch your clip in a footy reaction video. Yes, 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 yes. I know of that clip. How did you like that clip? How did you like that clip, buddy? And Rupesh says, Savinho and Nunes have been excellent. Gundo has been rusty. I mean, with Savinho, I found it a bit odd that each time he's got the ball today, he's gone on the inside. I mean, going on the inside is okay when you have a striker like Haaland because Haaland makes those runs and he can go on the inside and deliver the crosses. But today there was false nine, and I mean, whenever Pep has played false nine systems, right from his first season, the 2017-18 season, Gabriel Jesus when Aguero was not available, 1920 season, 18-19 season. Whenever Pep has played false nine, the key is winger to winger crosses, winger to winger passes. So today, when Pep has played false nine, I was surprised that Savinho had always gone on the inside because with false nine, the false nine player is in the midfield. There's no one to attack your cross. I mean, the first time Savinho went on the outside, cross, boom, goal. I think the key to us making a comeback in this match is Savinho going on the outside and delivering winger to winger crosses. Leroy Sané, Raheem Sterling, the partnership. Bernardo scoring so much in the 18-19 season. Sterling so much scoring so much in the 18-19 season. Winger to winger crosses are so passes are so important when you play a false nine system. With Erling, it's different. If Erling's there, surprised that neither Nunez nor Savinho attempted those kind of crosses today. Rupesh says, really, if there would have been Haaland, it would have been 3-2, but there's the risk, Rupesh, again. If you play Haaland, what if he's injured? I mean, would you risk that with Bournemouth coming up in 3 days and then in another 3 days you go to Sporting away, Bournemouth away, Sporting away, Brighton away? The schedule for the next one and a half week is absolutely brutal. So I think is done well not to play Erling Haaland. I mean, again, I think it's on priorities. If I have to choose a Carabao Cup, Premier League, and a Champions League match, I'll of course choose a Carabao Cup match to rest players. McAtee needs to up his game a little bit, but it's okay. I think McAtee is done well, especially in those little pockets. I think it's. I mean, we forget how hard it is to play in those little pockets. Foden has how much time it's been. He's done his debut with us somewhere in 2017, right? 17-18 season. It's been 6-7 years since Phil Foden's learned how to play in those pockets. And James McAtee, for me, the runs is made and everything's been excellent in those pockets. It's just that Spurs have been marking him so tightly. The space is always with the wingers when you play false nine. The space is always with the wingers making those inside run. One winger on the outside, another winger makes the inside run. The Nunez goal was an example. That's how you play false nine. So for me, I think McAtee has been good. McAtee has been is better is better than okay. He's done what Pep has asked him to do. By the way, I'm so happy for Nunez. For me, Rupesh, Nunez is all about Pep Guardiola. I mean, Nunez in his entire life would not have imagined that he would be playing left wing for the best team in Europe and be contributing goal after goal, assist after assist in every match. What, it's been two matches consecutively after that Wolves game where he's been involved in a goal or an assist. Fantastic. I think it's all on Pep. That left hand side is all on Pep. Josko Guardiola. You bring the best young central defender in and you turn him into the best left back in the world, the best attacking left back in the world. How do you turn one of the best central defenders for whom you paid 100 million euros to the best attacking left back in the world? How do you turn a midfielder who you paid 50 million pounds to the best to one of the to a very good left winger? It's all on Pep Guardiola. Nunez and Guardiola is on Pep Guardiola. They say you need certain in life, you need certain mentors who discover the potential that even you do not know. That is what's happened with Nunez and Guardiola, to be honest. Rupesh says everyone called him flop when the midfield was tagged last season. It's a blessing in disguise. He has been excellent whenever he has got the chance. So proud of him. I think Rupesh last season I compare Nunez last season to Rodri's first season. When Rodri came, we had Fernandinho. In Rodri's first season, we had Fernandinho, we had Kevin De Bruyne, we had David Silva, we had Ilkay Gundogan playing there, we had Bernardo Silva at that time who was kind of playing in midfield. So literally back at that time, it was our fan base. Many of our fans actually called Rodri a flop. I'm not a flop, but they called Rodri is not good enough for City and all of those things. Look at what has become the best player in the world right now, Ballon d'Or winner. A player who has wrestled the dominance of Ballon d'Or 16 years. Rupesh, it's been 16 years, 2008 to 2024. There's no player who has been able to wrestle the dominance of Ballon d'Or from La Liga. And suddenly a player comes, Rodri, and he's done it what no one could do in 16 years. So I think the first season under Pep Guardiola just misconceptions. And last season with Matthews Nunes, if I compare, Matthews Nunes had Rodri, the best DM in the world. He had Kevin De Bruyne. He had Phil Foden to deal with. So literally last season our midfield was literally stacked. And I just think Pep did not want to play Nunez in midfield as well. And last season, when did Pep try Nunez in the midfield last season? Maybe once. I can't remember. He tried Nunez a lot of times on left wing, and I thought Pep lost his mind literally. Rupesh says last four games, 6 goals or assists. I couldn't ask more from him. I mean, Nunez has just been suddenly has been turned into world class. Rupesh says world class midfielder. Jude has 0 and Nunez has 3 goals. I mean, I mean, Matthews Nunez. Even in this game, there was a moment where he's just turned his pace. He had a turn of pace and he just ran past the Spurs fullback. I didn't know Nunez had that. So we are suddenly seeing certain facets of Nunez game which we did not know existed. When Josko Guardiola came to City, I did not know that Josko Guardiola had such a beautiful finish. I think if I have to rate the best finishers in our team, Erling will be first, of course. His finishing is world class. No one better than him in the world. But second best finisher in our team is Josko Guardiola. I think if Josko Guardiola attempts 10 finishes, he gets at least 8 or 9 right. That is an accuracy better than most strikers in the world and even better than Erling Haaland, if you ask me. Josko Guardiola's weak foot is right, and he's had all of his goals with his right foot. The same thing with Matthews Nunez as well. We're starting to see Pep's vision of Matthews Nunez. I mean, we get a player, and as a fan base, we think we see where he has come from the past, and we actually see, okay, Pep has to play in there. He has to perform there. I think this is why Pep Guardiola is the best manager in the world. Anthony comes to United, for example. Ten Hag only plays him on right wing. He doesn't perform. Ten Hag doesn't know what to do with him. But Nunez comes to City, and Pep Guardiola clearly has a vision for him. So I think this is why Pep Guardiola is the best player in the world. Sorry, best coach in the world. Rupesh, who has been called who has been called a flop. Exactly, the drop is Rupesh is irate. KDB and Erling equally in terms of finishing. No, Rupesh. I think KDB has one type of finish, but I think Erling Haaland has different kinds of finishes, and I think Erling Haaland is far better finisher than Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne is good, but is not great. He's not one of the best world class finishers. I would say certain finishes from Kevin De Bruyne are like very good. The curl finish from outside of the box and all of those. But in terms of pure finishing, I'm talking about pure finishing from inside the box. That poacher's kind of a finish. I do not think Kevin De Bruyne is absolutely the best in that. I think Josko Guardiola is very good in that. Even when Phil Foden's not up to scratch, if I just talk in terms of just absolute pure finishing, if you ask me that, Bissouma is warming up, probably Bissouma will come. The players are coming out. I'm not as tense as I am for the other matches like the Premier League matches, the Champions League matches, and all, because I know if we do well in this competition. Otherwise, just have certain days of extra days of rest. That's all. There's not much to do with this competition, if you ask me. I know all of the other big teams are winning here: United, Liverpool, Arsenal, and maybe it might feel a bit odd that you're left behind and something like that. But we have other things to focus on. Rupesh says, "Did you see the reaction of Madrid players? Such a disgusting club and filled with disgusting players." I mean, Rupesh, what was the best thing? Well, the best thing was uh, the season before last season when we won the treble, we stripped Real Madrid naked at the Etihad and paraded them for 90 minutes. There is no bigger insult than that. Real Madrid literally did not know what to do. We paraded Real Madrid naked for 90 minutes. Real Madrid were running naked right for those 90 minutes 2 seasons ago. There is no other bigger insult than that. We have already insulted them, and they're disgusted with that. They cannot deal with us on the football field. Last season, they won on bloody penalties, and they came to the Etihad and they sat back. They absolutely sat back like bloody cowards. Real Madrid even last season. So I actually think that they cannot compete with us on the field. Now off the field they thought Vinicius will win the Ballon d'Or and stuff, and now they're like absolutely they've lost it. Such a disgusting mentality, Real Madrid, the club, and also some of its fans. Well, I can't generalize everyone, but some of its fans. I mean, this is very interesting. Kovacic is coming on, Josko Guardiola is coming on, so Pep Guardiola is going for it. Pep Guardiola is literally going for it. Kovacic and Josko Guardiola both are coming on. Now, this is almost City's best team. I know Erling is not there, but almost. I just want to see in whose place Josko Guardiola is coming on. Rupesh says maybe that's my love and bias for KDB. I think maybe, yeah. But KDB is up there, but not the very best kind of thing in terms of finishing. But then he is the best passer in the world. The game has ever seen, probably. I think just passing is better than Zidane, Xavi. I mean, KDB. I mean, Xavi is not much of a passer. Xavi is a different profile of a player. I can compare KDB and Xavi, but I think KDB is the best in terms of the range of passing creativity in the world. I just cannot see another player who was as good in the past in terms of that crossing, passing, creativity, everything as KDB. Uh, Matthews Nunez, Kovacic. That's a foul, and City get the free kick. Sportfreak says Happy Diwali, Happy Diwali Anurag, Happy Diwali Anurag. Rupesh says, I can expect this outrage from fans, but players literally clowns like Kemavinga says politics, like he doesn't know the history of his own club. It's a club that's built entirely on politics and on whatever Real Madrid. I mean, on this channel at least we just hate Real Madrid a lot. We hate Real Madrid a lot. There are Barca fans here, there are fans of other clubs, but we all collectively hate Real Madrid. Just a simple thing. Matthews Nunes into the box. Matthews Nunes into the box. I think, James McAtee probably could have done better there. James McAtee, there, City are getting on it. Kovacic takes the risk, and Kovacic does extremely well. Savio gets on the ball. Savio gets on the ball. For a moment I thought it went in. Good attempt from Savio. So the thing is, Luka Modric has 4 goals and 13 assists when he won the Ballon d'Or across all competitions. Rodri has 13 goals and 14 assists across all competitions when Rodri won the Ballon d'Or. Now, Real Madrid fans will not talk about that. The trophies and stuff is. Stefan Ortega keeps us in the game there. Stefan Ortega does extremely well, but it was offside anyway. It was offside anyway. I hate the face of Brendan Johnson. It's a simple question you have to ask to Real Madrid fans. What about Luka Modric then? When someone can, when Luka Modric, kind of an attacking midfielder, box to box midfielder, you could say, just has 4 goals, and a DM has 14 goals across all competitions, and he scored important goals in Euros and all of those things. Just disgusting behavior from Real Madrid fans. That's all. Spurs with a couple of chances, if you ask me. Rupesh says, okay, see you after the game. See you, mate. See you after the game. Enjoy the game. I hope City make the comeback, to be honest. I don't know why the cameraman is always pointing towards Rodrigo Bentancur. I'll just not understand that. Anurag says 14 or 12. Rodri is the best choice, clearly. Another Real Madrid fans, okay, they're having meltdown, all this, but they're not able to answer the simple question. जब मॉड्रिच को मिला था उतना गोल्स पे 4 गोल पे एक डीएम आई मीन कितने आई मीन in how many seasons, tell me, in the last 10 years did a DM score 14 goals across all competitions? ऐसे कितने सीजन है लास्ट 10 साल में कि एक डीएम ने एक्सक्लूसिवली एक डीएम ने 14 goals मारे? I'm extremely delighted that Barcelona embarrassed Real Madrid. Embarrassed Real Madrid. नंगा करके खड़ा कर दिए बार्सिलोना ने रियल मैड्रिड को 4-0 डिफीट करके. Absolutely well done. Such a disgusting club deserves only that kind of behavior. अनुराग says Real Madrid fan base नहीं बोला था Euro greater than World Cup अब लो ask UEFA which one is bigger UCL or Euro Modric was a trash he won because of World Cup और वो भी वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल को गया बस वर्ल्ड कप जीता नहीं Kovacic Kovacic to Savinho न्यूनियस को जा रहा था फोर्डन व्हाट डिड यू डू न्यूनियस को बॉल जा रहा था यार अब टीमो वर्नर ऑन द काउंटर अटैक nothing again run for your life mate run for your life टीमो वर्नर ने तो छक्का प्लस छक्का 12 मार दिया टीमो वर्नर ने तो 12 मार दिया 1-on-1 जाके थ्रू 12 मार दिया टीमो वर्नर ने ही का 12 I'm sorry, I didn't know Timo Werner cannot finish. एक गोल के बाजू में दूसरा गोल और तीसरा गोल भी तुम खड़े करते हो ना फिर भी वो अंदर नहीं जाएगा. That's how bad the finish was. Anurag says, yeah, we perished them. Toxic fan base. Happy for Rodri and Bonmati. Yamal, Debo. People remember Modric. What about Rakitic, Perisic, etc. etc. I mean, और हम सबको पता है रियल मैड्रिड ने कैसे जीता यूसीएल्स फॉर एग्जांपल 2 साल 3 साल पहले जब 2-2 कम बैक किए थे सिटी से एक्स्ट्रा टाइम में कैसेमीरो should have had 2 red cards इतना फाउल्स कर रहा था nothing now Rudiger is doing it and nothing is given to him सबको पता है कैसे आता है रियल मैड्रिड कैसे जीतता है रियल मैड्रिड यूसीएल there's nothing new on it and I mean, it was just absolutely disgusting behavior. At least they could have come to at least they could have come to the award ceremony, right? I mean, a man on crutches is attending, and the best part about that Barcelona victory over Real Madrid was बच्चों ने किन किन को हराया बच्चे डिफेंड कर रहे थे बार्सिलोना के लिए बच्चे डिफेंड कर रहे थे लिटरली और किन को डिफेंड कर रहे थे एम्बापे विनीसियस जूनियर जूड बेलिंगम Rodrigo, Endrick, some of the costliest attackers in the world. और किलियन एम्बापे का ऑफसाइड होके टीमो वर्नर को भी शर्म आ गया टीमो वर्नर सबसे टेलिंग इतना ऑफसाइड कितने हो सकते हो भाई कैसे मैं भी नहीं होता हूँ इतना ऑफसाइड अच्छा टीमो वर्नर वुड बी टेलिंग किलियन एम्बापे इन अ कन्वर्सेशन टू बी ऑनेस्ट Josko Guardiol, Matheus Nunes. Well done by Josko Guardiol. Very well done. What a switch from Mateo Kovacic. What a switch. Savinho ball. Savinho take a little bit better care of the ball. They're a team that plays on the counter. You cannot give the ball away cheaply and put your teammates under pressure. Josko Guardiol, I think is I think honestly is given rest to Ruben Diaz and I think Ake has gone into the centre back position. Kulusevski is in. I think अब खत्म हो गया match. That Ortega keeps it in. Ortega keeps us in it. What a save from Stefan Ortega. What a keeper this is. Kulusevski could have finished the game then and there. Great switch again. Anurag says UCLs is equal tap-ins and back-to-back 5 UCLs because of Franco. Franco banned each and every club that time. UCL is overhyped. You know what is overhyped, Anurag? Madrid winning so many UCLs, that is overhyped for me. No one takes into account what happened during that Franco period, that dictatorship period and stuff. That is overhyped. And the referees and how much they don't give red cards to Madrid players, how much time they add on for Real Madrid at the end, all of those things are overhyped. अनुराग से एम्बाप्पे सेलिब्रेटेड ऑफसाइड गोल मैं देख रहा था वो, और वो अपना आइकॉनिक सेलिब्रेशन भी करता है वो ऐसा कुछ. Spurs are attacking. Spurs are having all out attack. I think Rico going tight. What a save from Stefan Ortega that was. There was a player on the far post. He saved it in such a way that the ball did not go to the player on the far post as well. We need to control Spurs attacks. Spurs are controlling the game way too much. अनुराग says Bayern versus Madrid biggest robbery. UEFA जंग आ गया पेरेस के डर से सुपर लीग केस. एंड ऐसे तो बहुत है. और लास्ट सीजन मैड्रिड ने आके shamelessly they parked the bus for 90 minutes at Etihad Stadium. They just won because Kevin De Bruyne missed an open goal. Otherwise, Madrid didn't deserve to go into last season's finals. Everyone who saw City versus Madrid will say who deserved to go into last season's finals. City absolutely paraded Madrid naked for 2 seasons in a row. Phil Foden with the corner. Bernardo Silva's coming on to add a little bit more stability to the midfield. Good ball, but Kovacic I thought had a chance to strike, but John Stones, Tika Koine. John Stones with the foul. Bernardo Silva coming on for Phil Foden. Papa's just rotating it heavily now. Tika, it's just a Carabao Cup game. By the way, now that Anurag is here, let me ask him a question. Savinho is down. Is it a big injury? I think it's just a cramp. अनुराग says I'll not blame KDB. उसने ही फर्स्ट गोल मारा था. मैं बायन को भी ब्लेम करता हूँ. फर्स्ट लेग पे क्या खेला केम. सिटी क्या करता. केडीबी ने एक गोल मारा, सेकंड गोल मिस हो गया. होता है यार. Phil Foden also missed an open goal. Phil Foden also missed an open goal that day. कुछ बार ऐसा होता है पर बायन का आई जस्ट कुड नॉट बिलीव दैट मैनुअल नॉयर ड्रॉप द बॉल स्ट्रेट इन फ्रंट ऑफ वो क्या था स्ट्राइकर का न्यूकैसल वाला स्ट्राइकर लास्ट सीजन मैड्रिड को खेल रहा था जोसेलो. I couldn't remember. I couldn't believe that Manuel Neuer dropped the ball in the 87th minute in front of Josello, and Thomas Tuchel substituted Harry Kane as well by that time. Just could not believe. Anurag says Foden is the one to be blamed. Yeah, Foden's goal was good, but then Foden ने क्या मारा था बर्नाबाओ पे strike. So I don't know. I think maybe KDB's goal was easier. Now Savinho is injured here. I just don't know. Yeah, Anurag, what do you think of Ruben Amorim and his appointment to Manchester United's job? It's all confirmed almost that Ruben Amorim is gonna take over Manchester United. What do you think of the appointment? How much do you rate Ruben Amorim as a coach? Because you observe a lot of things tactically and stuff, right? So I just wanted to ask you about Ruben Amorim. Is Savinho done here? City do not have any wingers left if Savinho is done here. Let me know your thoughts on Ruben Amorim. Epic telling something to John Stones, and I think Savinho's done. I think Savinho's done. Stretcher is coming out for him. I think Savinho's done. What a shame. What a shame. I think Savinho is done. What a shame. They're carrying Savinho for a stretcher. This just doesn't look good. This doesn't look good at all. Not at all good. Savinho is being carried on a stretcher. We cannot have Oscar Bob and faster. We cannot have Jack Grealish come back faster. We cannot have Kevin De Bruyne come back faster. Jacob Wright is coming on in place of Savinho. Savinho's done, I think. He's going off on a structure which is not at all good. That has just dampened the entire game for me. We do not have any wingers left. Josko Guardiola, Jacob Wright. I think Jacob Wright is playing on the left, I think, to be honest. अनुराग says 3-4-3 high pressing, quick transitions, pressing structure. सही कर सकता है. I think it will suit United as well. I think actually because they have attackers like Rashford and Garnacho who like to have that quick transition. So I think it will suit United better than all the other managers. But अनुराग says पता नहीं यार gut feeling कुछ भी हो टकला से अच्छा मैनेज करेगा but then अनुराग don't you think what Ruben Amorim is now Ten Hag was when United appointed him right क्योंकि Ten Hag उस टाइम पे क्या था I think 2-3 years ago if you remember I mean maybe a little bit before that Ten Hag का Ajax went into Champions League semi-finals I think if I'm not wrong Real Madrid को home and away Harai Juventus, which had Cristiano Ronaldo and a good Juventus side at that time, they defeated home and away. So I think how is Ruben Amorim different from उस time का Ten Hag? अब Ruben Amorim is doing well with Sporting, Champions League and uh, the Premier League in Portugal. But Ten Hag भी तो वही किया था. Ten Hag actually better किया था Ruben Amorim से उस time कि उस time का Ten Hag अभी Ruben Amorim है. I think, and how beautiful football uh, And how beautiful football Ajax would play. One touch football was mesmerizing. Look at what United has done to him. I mean, it's just dampened everything for me once I saw that Savinho was injured. I mean, it's just City and Spurs match going on. All the other teams have won. But for me, Savinho's injury, that to him going off on a stretcher is very bad. Rico Lewis there. Nico O'Reilly actually. It's not Rico Lewis. Now Bernardo Silva on the ball. Nico O'Reilly, Rico Lewis. City are containing the ball well right now. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva does extremely well. I think Timo Werner's down. Timo Werner's race is done. कितने injuries होंगे यार? I think it's I think it's a thigh muscle pull or something, groin injury. I think that's what it looks. It looks somewhat a groin injury. I think Timo Werner's done. Mikkel Van, I mean Van der Veen will be out for long. Van der Veen will be out for long. Timo Werner's race is done. Savinho is injured. और कितना और क्रैम्प करो schedule. Tell players to have 2 matches in a day. Bloody hell. कितने injuries? How many injuries? Richarlison is coming on. Bobby Moore is coming on. 3 injuries एक मैच में. It just dampened the experience of watching it, to be honest. पहले ही एक फालतू कप है कैरबाओ कप. I mean हम 4 बार जीते, but still I'm telling it. It's kind of a फालतू cup. अनुराग से 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1 और 3-4-3 पे थोड़ा फर्क है ट्रांजिशन का. That's true, Anurag. That's true. Ah! Jacob Wright almost put it in. Jacob Wright almost put it in. The ball just didn't curl enough in the last moment. Just imagine what a moment it would be for Jacob Wright. Anurag says Amorim aggressive is zyada hai comparing to him. Yeah, that's what they uh, that's what are the reports coming on about Ruben Amorim. He's aggressive and he doesn't mind dropping top players and all. पर ये क्या है ना यूनाइटेड के प्लेयर्स they've sacked managers like Jose Mourinho. So Amorim क्या चीज है? I think with United the problem is player power. तुम कितने भी managers लाओ 2 साल बाद उनको बोर ही हो जाएगा and they continue to sack him. Has to play it on the outside. Excellent turn by Nico O'Reilly. Matthews Nunes. हाँ कर्ल करना था यार, सीधा मार दिया गोलकीपर के हाथ में. कर्ल का चांस था, पावर भी नहीं था. You maybe wanted a Savinho there, left footer trying to hit it across the goalkeeper. 70th minute, I'm surprised that it's just 2-1 right now. The amount of chances Spurs have created because our team is depleted. Savinho is also gone. I maybe think Pep starts James McAtee on the right hand side. I know Bernardo Silva's there, but still. Just give it our all for the last 20 minutes, that's all. It's anyway been a dampener for me seeing Savinho injured, bloody hell. I was so excited for this game, but seeing Savinho injured. Spurs on the counter attack. It's a goal kick. I get so angry seeing Rodrigo Bentancur, to be honest. Stefan Ortega with a nice ball out. Rico Lewis. Nico O'Reilly does extremely well. The goalkeeper's available. Great positioning from Stefan Ortega. And it's a throw into City. There's someone else coming. Who is he? I haven't seen this guy. He's from our youth academy. That's there. But who is this guy? Haven't seen him at all. Konaye and Natanaka is going off. So it has to be Simpson Pussy. Has to be Simpson. Pep is now giving chances to youth there. Pep is unhappy with losing Savinho. We all are, to be honest. एक chance तो आएगा में. It's just that how prepared are we to take it? That is the thing. एक chance तो आएगा ही आएगा. That is a fantastic ball there. That is superb. That is a fantastic switch. Bernardo Silva, can he keep the ball in? I can't. Bernardo Silva can't keep the ball in. There are not many in the world can. But what a crisp piece of play from City there. Pep Guardiola and Juan Malilo smiling. Pep knows the game's not yet up. 15 minutes to go. We just need to hope. Nico O'Reilly. Bernardo Silva on the outside. Nico O'Reilly. O'Reilly has been very good in the second half. It's just impacted the game so well with a tall, powerful midfielder. Rico Lewis. Matthews Nunez. Just missing that fizz without Savinho, to be honest. We'll have to get used to it. He's gone off on a stretcher. That is a fantastic. I just didn't fall to a City player there. That was fantastic from James McAtee, to be honest. Simpson pussied as well. He's just looking so comfortable and confident there, Simpson. That was an awkward looking ball, John Stones. It's a foul on John Stones. I don't know why the Spurs players are just getting so aggressive in a bloody cup game. Now, Josko Guardiola could. There was a chance for a potential injury for Josko Guardiola. Just want to get out of this game, to be honest. But if we get the second goal, reaction will be something else. That's very well defended by Simpson, and Dominic Solanke actually looks like a bloody an absolute cunt, I would say. He came to Spurs. I don't know why did he come to Spurs to win. Some he had more chances of winning something at Bournemouth than Spurs. To be honest, what a switch that is. Don't know who played it, but what a switch that is. Jacob Wright with a very good cross, but well blocked by Spurs. 11 more minutes to go, so Kovacic, Nunez, give it to Bernardo. Yes, can Bernardo put a ball in? Ah, I think it was new Jacob Wright. Just couldn't. Jacob Wright just couldn't get it right. Jacob Wright's looked very bright since coming on. To be honest, Stefan Ortega does extremely well. Spurs are attacking. Just need to be careful. We'll get our chances, guys. We'll get our chances. Just need to hold on. That was actually awkward for Vicario in there. The curse of us not being able to score in the Spurs stadium is definitely gone now. Last season we have done it twice and now we have done it once. They're actually leaving someone high up. If you see Rico, one on one. For, for God's sake, what was that throw? Was it Yasko Guardial with the throw? For God's sake, he just threw it straight into the path of Richarlison. I think he was aiming for John Stones, but if we can equalize against Spurs now, the reaction will be something else, but it's a corner. Bloody please keep the ball. Bernardo Silva gives a back heel, of course. He would not have known that Richarlison's there. It's a free kick for Spurs, and I dare them to score this. I bloody dare them to score this. And City get the ball. We're on a counter attack. Josko Guardiola is looking like a Rolls Royce defender. That is absolutely very good there. But Spurs have recovered back. There was a switch on to the far side, but Simpson Pusik, let's it 5 more minutes plus added time. So roughly I think you can count around 10 minutes. There'll be at least 5 minutes of added time, and it's a throw in for City. Matheus Nunes, Josko Guardiol. Ah, the ball just fell ahead of Nunez, but Guardiol comes in, and that's a corner for City. Can City carve out one opportunity there? Just one opportunity. That was the chance. That was the chance, guys. That was the chance. That was the chance. Vicario makes a mess of it. Ah, Nico O'Reilly should have put it to bed. That was the chance. Nico O'Reilly knows it. That was the bloody chance. That was the chance. Ah! And another chance, I think, just goes Josko Guardiola now, but what a chance for Nico O'Reilly there. Ah! Pep knows it, that was the chance. That was the chance, guys. I for sure knew we would get a chance, but that that's a yellow card for Archie Gray. What a chance that was. We need to get another corner, to be honest. And I think this game is all written for maybe John Stones. I think this game is all set up for another John Stones ending, other John Stones dream ending. It's just not falling for a City player, to be honest. 6 minutes of added time, 1 minute more than I expected. I expected 5 minutes. 6 minutes of added time. One more chance, guys. Can we carve out one more chance? These 6 minutes. Ah! 5 more minutes. It's a throw in for City. Well done, Simpson possess defending absolutely brilliantly there. Kovacic has done absolutely well there. What a chance that was for Nico O'Reilly, to be honest. I think Bernardo Silva needs to be quicker, he needs to be faster, a little bit more faster. Jacob Wright, Matthews Nunez, I'll get my bottle up. Ah, Nico O'Reilly just not able to time his run. On the Spurs stadium is written the game is about glory. When was the last time you achieved bloody glory, Spurs? Kovacic does extremely well there. Jacob Wright has to strike it. Ah! What a strike that was from Jacob Wright. Ah! 3 more minutes to go. Come on, guys. I think we can do this. 3 more minutes to go. I think we can do this. Rico Lewis, whatever might happen, kids have put in an excellent show. They've been wonderful. I think there's time for just one more chance. Maybe that's all. Simpson Pussy, what a. Ah, that was not a good ball from Simpson Pussy, but yeah, but we have the possession back, which is important. Spurs are on the break now, and we get possession back. The pace of Simpson Pussy is actually very, very good, to be honest. It's impressed me so much with his pace. Has to switch it, and he does switch it. This is it. This is the moment of reckoning. This is the last chance. Nico Riley can't keep it down with the header. Erling Haaland's looking at it, he's smiling, but I know what he's feeling. It's just Carabao Cup, so that's still fine. Pep Guardiola is there. Good to see him smiling a bit. And it's first through. I think that should be that. That should be the game, to be honest. That Nico O'Reilly chance was the one, to be honest. That was the one where we could have leveled it and taken it to extra time. And the game's up. City crash out of the Carabao Cup. this Ange and Pep Guardiola having a long talk. Spurs celebrating the win like they have bloody won the Champions League, which they'll never do. But but yeah, I think the kids played extremely well. Nico Riley was very good, especially in the second half. In the first half, probably we were a bit, you know, a bit understaffed in the midfield and we were vulnerable to the counter attacks a bit more. But once Kovacic came in into the midfield and once Gundogan went off, I think it was just superb. I think we were all on Spurs. Jacob Wright was very good. John Stones was very good. John Stones is not a kid, but Jacob Wright was extremely good. Nico O'Reilly was very good. The pace of passing between Nico O'Reilly, Jacob Wright, James McAtee, Rico Lewis, superb. Just been superb. Clearly impressed. Simpson Posey, the defender, was also very good. His turn of pace, his reading of the situations, he was very good. So I think the kids showed us a lot. I mean, if not now, when else will you play the kids? That is the thing. I mean, if you have to go out, at least play the kids and then go out, right? And I think the Savinho injury was the real dampener, to be honest. The Savinho injury. I mean, I lost a bit of interest in the game after the Savinho injury. Honestly, Warner's gone, Van der Veen's gone, Savinho's gone. Three injuries from this one game itself. And we'll have to see how Pep works out the winger options now. Doku's unavailable, and we don't know when Grealish will be available. Now Savinho's gone. I think we have just Bernardo Silva, who is who is the natural winger. And look at Spurs fans dancing up and down. You bloody hell! You just went into the next round of Carabao Cup. It is a tiny tot trophy. We won it 4 times, and still I'm telling you, it's just tiny tot trophy. And that's it. It's a small wooden spoon kind of a trophy, and that's it. I just think this season, with the amount of injuries we're having, especially with Rodri injured, I just think we did not have it in us to, you know, go deeper in the Carabao Cup. I think till January we need to be very careful. We need to get a DM in January, and before that we need to be absolutely careful. I think Champions League, Premier League, the Carabao Cup as well. November and December would have just been too much for us this season, at least. So really satisfied with how the youngsters played, to be honest. Very good play by the youngsters, and we tried. The best thing I liked is we tried. Look at Josko Guardiola, look at John Stones, look at the fire in their eyes. They tried, they gave their everything. Didn't happen. On another day, Nico O'Reilly's shot would have from the corner would have gone into the goal. So little moments like that. Stefan Ortega had some wonderful moments, to be honest. So I actually think it was very good. I mean, if you would have asked Ange that if we'll have 3 points against Crystal Palace, but we lose this game, Ange would have taken that. To be honest, and I think if you have asked Pep, you drop points against Southampton, but you win against Spurs, Pep would not have taken that. Pep would have taken the reverse: win against Southampton, go out of the Carabao Cup. Only the Savinho thing, I mean, I just don't know. We'll have to see the update on his injury. I just want us to get De Bruyne back as soon as possible now that Savinho is also injured. We need the injection of the creativity. I mean, the platform is all set for Phil Foden to unleash his long range thunderbolts. I know that. But we'll have to see how Pep Guardiola deals with it. But anyway, really impressed with the youngsters and how we approach the game. Very well done, guys, and no hard feeling. It's just the Carabao Cup we have gone out of, so nothing much to worry if you ask me. And if you ask me, I think in this tough schedule, I did not think we could have competed in Premier League, Champions League, and the Carabao Cup because now the Champions League games will be throughout December as well. I do not think we could have done that, to be honest. And with kids, we have come to Spurs Stadium and kept 68.4% possession and created three clear cut chances. Fantastic all round game. Anyway, guys.